guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to talk about this thing Trisha PAYTAS is going through and the fact that the position she finds herself in right now is 100% her own doing, and it's as a result of her own selfishness. If you've come across Trisha PAYTAS's video, or if you've ever watched her channel, you might know who she is, but she's a YouTuber, and I normally do not like to make videos about YouTubers, but there is an important lesson here that I feel like we all need to get from what is happening to Trisha PAYTAS. The same thing happened to Nikki Tutorials and a couple other people that I will mention. Okay, so today we're just gonna have to make this video about a bunch of YouTubers. So Trisha PAYTAS is a YouTuber, and just like many other YouTubers, she makes videos about different kinds of things. Okay, so anyway, Trisha PAYTAS, very quick summary. Trisha PAYTAS has been friends with Shane Dawson for many years. Shane helped her grow her channel. He helped her a lot in growing her channel, and she said that many times. But anyway, we all know Shane and Jeffree Star are friends, quote-unquote friends, and they have a lot in common. They have a lot of controversial things surrounding them, very negative things, and kind of different things, but similar in more ways than one. I am not going to go into the details. It's way too much. You're just gonna have to search for their names and go through their channels if you want to know what is going on. But anyway, Shane and Jeffree are friends, and Shane and Trisha are friends. And then Trisha PAYTAS decided to be friends with Jeffree Star, and long story short, last year she went on this trip with Jeffree and a couple other people, and things went south when Jeffree Star showed her who he truly is, and he was not nice to her at all. Basically, she was the subject of his torment and that of his friends, and Shane Dawson, who's friends with Jeffree, did not stand up for Trisha. That's the summary. Okay, so here's what I want to say. Trisha PAYTAS supported Shane during Shane's controversy because she was friends with Shane. She excused away a lot of his mistakes and a lot of the negative things that Shane did, and she also dismissed who Jeffree Star is to become friends with Jeffree Star, probably because Shane is friends with Jeffree. Basically, what Trisha PAYTAS did is she ignored everything that these two people have done to everybody else, all the negative things, the nasty things that they have done to everyone else, because that did not affect them personally. So they didn't think that it had anything to do with them, and so it did not really affect her choice to remain friends with them. I'm not saying that Trisha PAYTAS should have ended her friendship with Shane or Jeffree due to how those two people treat other people, but I'm saying there is a way that you can be on good terms with a person and be associates with them or be friends with them from a distance without giving excuses for their behavior or just promoting them in every way and in every platform that you possibly can. And that's what Trisha did. Just because she was friends with Shane Dawson, she promoted him as much as she possibly could. She made excuses. She said she was a good person and he was misunderstood and all of these negative things because she did not think that she would ever be a subject of their torment. Now that she's a subject of their negativity, she's crying on camera as usual, and she wants people to feel sorry for her and to see how evil these people are, but everyone already know how evil they are. She's the one who decided to ignore all of those things just because at the time it did not affect her personally. This happens so many times where people are willing to be selfish for their own personal gain, and as long as they're gaining from a person that's mean to other people, they're okay with that friendship. it only becomes a problem if they become the subject of that person's negativity. This thing that's happening with Trisha Paytas and Shane and Jeffree also happened to Nikki Tutorials and Jeffree Star. I know a lot of people have very positive views of Nikki Tutorials. That's fine. I don't know her personally. I don't vouch for anyone, not in 2021. But Nikki Tutorials, if you don't know her, she's basically just a YouTuber, but she also has, I think she has her businesses and stuff. I don't know. But she's a YouTuber, and she's a very well-known YouTuber if you follow the beauty channel. She does makeup. And Nikki Tutorials was very liked by a lot of people. However, I could not help but wonder why she was friends with Jeffree Star. For many, many years, despite everything that Jeffree Star has done to other people, Nikki Tutorials stayed friends with Jeffree because she was not suffering the consequences personally. So she was selfish enough to remain friends with someone who's that nasty and to remain close friends with them, not just business associate. This is not business relationships I'm talking about. They hang out, they speak on the phone, they visit each other's houses, they go to clubs together and stuff like that. So they were real friends. However, it became Nikki Tutorials' turn to be burned in the Jeffree Star fire, and she was seriously burned, and she learned her lesson, ended her friendship with Jeffree Star. They became cordial again. I don't know if they're friends now or what, but that friendship ended because Nikki Tutorials became the target of Jeffree Star. And as soon as she became the target, what happened? Everyone is supposed to feel sorry for her, and everyone began to talk about how mean Jeffree Star is, as if we don't already know this. That man has not changed. He will never change. Everyone knows that. The same thing happened between Tati Westbrook and Jeffree Star, and also between James Charles and Jeffree Star. So it's really this video is not about Jeffree Star. It's not about Shane either. It's about these other people that choose to be friends with someone that they know does so much damage to other people, but they don't care because they're gaining things from them. I know Tati Westbrook came out. Oh, by the way, if you don't know who Tati Westbrook is, which yes, there are people who do not know who she is, she's another YouTuber, okay? James Charles, also a YouTuber. So these people, right, these YouTubers, not just YouTubers, but this happens in regular life as well. They figure out that they can gain things from someone that does so much damage, but they do not care. Even though Tati Westbrook lied in her apology video, her recent apology video, I'm not sure who she was apologizing to, because according to her, she already made up with the people she was fighting with. I guess she was apologizing to her audience. I don't know. But she recently made an apology video, and briefly she mentioned how she was friends with Jeffree Star because she thought she could change him for the better. I do not believe that at all. I think Tati saw that she could gain a lot of money by associating with Jeffree, and it's for her own selfishness that she became friends with Jeffree Star. It had nothing to do with her trying to make him a better person. James Charles and Tati Westbrook suffered the consequences of their selfishness. And if you guys remember, or if you guys know these other two people I'm going to mention, Petty Page and Peter Mann, same thing. When Peter Mann was going through his own controversy, Petty Page stood by him because in her mind they were friends, and she did not care about what Peter Mann did to other people or how he talks to other people and how he treats people, because she, according to her, she was supporting her friend. When Petty Page was going through her own drama with Jackie Aina, Peter Mann was nowhere to be found. He did not support her. He didn't like throw her under the bus or anything, but he just did not support her at all. And then she got to really know who Peter Mann is. I don't know if they're still friends, but their friendship took a big hit. As far as he was concerned, they weren't even as close as friends as Petty Page thought they were. But Petty Page, because she defended him in the past, she assumed that they were good friends and that he would support her, which is a good thing to, you know, it's an innocent thing to think of someone, but if you're willing to ignore all the negative things that a person has done and the harm that he has done to other people, then well, you kind of put yourself in a position to be harmed by that person. There are many, many times that we've seen this happen, many times. People with questionable behavior. I can go on and on. If you guys know who the YouTuber Social Repose is, I used to watch Social Repose. I used to watch everything on YouTube, honestly. So I used to watch this guy called Social Repose, and Social Repose used to be, I don't know about now, I don't watch any of these people anymore, but I came across their videos and that's why I'm talking about this. But when I used to watch Social Repose, he used to be a nasty, nasty, mean person. You only have to watch a couple of his videos to really get an idea of what his mentality is like. And when he talks about people's struggles, like people that do not belong in the same group that he belongs to, like people that are not Caucasian or people that are not in his political group, he would disrespect them, he would dismiss them, he would not care. He still wears the Native American, well, I don't know if he still wears it, but when I used to watch him, he used to wear this Native American garb that he would make. He altered it, but it's still like, he was just so disrespectful in every possible way. Yet there's this girl called Jacqueline Glenn, who was his girlfriend at the time, who thought he was the most amazing person in the world as long as their relationship was good. But as soon as he treated her as terribly as he treats other people, what happened? All of a sudden, she begins to talk about what a terrible person he is and how he's so mean. And I'm like, did you not know all of these things when you were with him? Or are you just saying that now because he treated you the same way he treats everybody else? And this is just an ongoing thing that a lot of people experience, and we can all learn from this. Listen, if you know someone, right, if they're mean to most of the people that they're not cool with or people that do not belong in their circle, but they're nice to you, I guarantee you the time is going to come when they're going to be mean to you and you're going to hate yourself for putting yourself in that position, because they're going to treat you the same way they treat those other people. And I don't understand why people choose to ignore how negative a person is and continue to be friends with them and then act surprised when they become victims of that person's meanness. That's just who they are. They're mean to people. It will turn around and affect you one way or another. One day you're going to be their victim just like everybody else. So let's stop with the selfishness. If you're friends with them just to make money, then keep it a professional relationship, but don't promote them as if they're the saint when you know that they're not. Don't excuse their behavior. You either keep quiet about it or say, or just, I don't know. It's up to you how you handle it, but the best thing is to not promote their behavior and don't excuse away their behavior either, because you already know that they're not the best people in the world. And Trisha Paytas should have known better. She's known Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. She's been close to them. She hears them use whatever slurs that they use. She was okay with it. She's heard them talk nasty about other people. You cannot tell me that Trisha Paytas was friends with Shane Dawson for years, almost probably up to 12, 13 years, and never heard him say anything nasty about kids or rude or, racial or anything. That's not possible. She heard it. She was there. She was probably part of the conversation and she was okay with it. But now that she's a victim of the same behavior of her so-called friends, she wants people to feel sorry for her. But you know what? She put herself in this position, and the sooner people learn, the better. That's all I have on this video. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next one. Bye, guys.